Hey guys, so today we're here, and you may notice I am using Bandicam. I'm sorry, I don't know of another screen recorder to record screens. Well, I know they're out there, it's just I have not chosen to go and download one. I have Bandicam already, but you may notice that this ain't no server. This looks like some Google Chrome. Anyways, so this is my whole server FTP file access. So I've already logged in once, so it says leave empty to use cached password. So at first you gotta put in the password, which I'm not going through all that because it's a pain to have to remember the password. I've got 3 console accesses. I have access to a console on 3 servers, so yeah, that means I have to remember. That means I have to remember 3 passwords, so I have them all on my phone. But if we just wait for this to load, sometimes it's a bit slow. But it's pulling a lot of stuff. Let's hope it goes this time. Here we go. Okay. So, once this opens up, we will have a big screen full of all of our worlds, files, like all of our config files, and then we'll have a plugins folder. And these are all of your worlds, so if you want to delete it and not use it anymore, you just delete it completely from the config. But if you plan on re-importing it, just leave the world once you remove it in-game. But anyways, so here's your bit of lag. But here's like your whitelist, that's the server type I'm using Spigot. But here's permissions. But here's my ops text, my commands, help, bucket, banned players, banned IPs, and here are my world files. All of these are worlds except for the plugins. So you want to click plugins if you're going to the plugins folder. And sometimes it does take about a short amount of time, not too long. But sometimes it does take time, especially because I'm recording. But I don't know if that should be. That's just slowing down my computer a little bit. Recording at higher than I used to with Bandicam. But anyway, so I was wanting to show you guys how to reconfigure the stuff without actually having to like download the files and all of that. Because most people will download the file actually, which is not necessary to do. I'll show you guys how to do the permissions for it. I'm just gonna cancel that and reload. Yeah, sometimes it takes a second. But anyway, so here's like the rest of the stuff. Like these are all worlds. Like I have my CTF, my PvP, block hunt, paintball, Quake didn't really work out that well. It's a difficult plugin. Sky Wars didn't do that one. Those were difficult plugins that didn't take time to really learn. But survival, we decided that was a waste of RAM. Survival games we're using because we changed to mini games. TNT Run that I think I figured out how to do it. It's just we have to watch an up-to-date tutorial because the tutorial I had is out of date on it. Anyway, so here's all the other files, and it should be going. So I'm gonna stop the recording and be right back once. I'll be right back once it comes. Okay, let me rephrase that. I will be right back once the page loads. Okay, so here we go. We are on the page. It took about a minute to load. I went and checked make sure I had no other recordings to mess up. But here's like all the plugins I have had. Yeah, I've went through a few plugins trying to figure out the right ones, but like Voxel Sniper, I didn't really know how to use. I had an OpsA, didn't know how. I'm like, yeah, we have World Edit. I think we can do without it. MCMMO is good for factions, and we don't have factions anymore, so we didn't need that. MCore, faction plugins again, did not need that. And no swear, we didn't find essential at this moment, but we may later. And we used to use sign portals. Now we use portals. I had to watch a tutorial on that. Magic Wand had to remove because it is addictive. It's too addictive. Too addictive for my other owner to really get used to and not abuse it. Anyway, so trying to think here. Not really a good time. I'm debating on which config to show you guys. Okay, so I think I'll show you my page is lagging. I don't have the best internet, as you can tell. But anyways, so MC bands didn't really use. That was just stupid. It didn't configure properly. Buycraft didn't send me the verification email. Core Protect, we don't have build anymore, so there's no need. Donation Watcher, we decided just to go with PayPal. And so now, I said I was going to go into Group Manager, didn't I? So we're going to open up the Group Manager folder. And once we get in there, it's going to say Worlds, Backups, Config, and Global Groups. And I would suggest leaving the Config and Global Groups alone. That's a tongue twister. I would suggest actually leaving them alone, because I actually screwed that up one time and got a big crash report on it. So yeah, and I'll be right back once this loads. It may take a minute. Okay, so we are back on the page. It actually literally came up the second after I stopped recording. As I said, I'd consider leaving these two alone. Don't mess with them, because you could seriously mess something up. Anyway, so we're going to go into the Worlds file. Yeah, my computer's slow, plus I have bad internet, so it always takes a little bit to open it up. Some computers can open it fast, some can't. There's also another way to get to the FTP, but it's not as simple. It shows it in sort of like a jumble. I think I'll show you guys that at the end, but I don't have it logged in. Yeah, I was just on Skype with Jumping Jay. Yeah, he just got a YouTube channel. And we thought, so we were having like ideas on like what we could do, so we thought maybe putting like also a group channel if we wanted, just for like server related stuff. But anyway, so it's pulling up. As you can see, it's pulling a lot of data on it. So I will pause the actually no need. So here's the world file, because currently I used to have PvP because I had different permissions per world, because I didn't want them to have fly, god mode, and creative in PvP world. But now I don't need to change that because I don't have creative rank. All I have is VIP and default. Because default's going to have all the permissions to play the games, VIP is going to have the special like nickname permissions and all the fun stuff. They'll have like a special room. I figured out how to subtract a permission for that. So yeah, I will pause the video and I will be right back once it loads. Okay, I think you guys could even see that. Like, right as I pressed it, it loaded. So, instead of clicking this will download it, which you do not want to do, because then you gotta re-put it. You gotta delete that one then, and then click upload. It's a pain. Anyway, so you're just gonna click edit. It's gonna pull up the file in just basic format. And I'll be right back once that loads. Okay, so now it's up, and we can see all of my permissions. My permission files, because there is my default. My owner group doesn't really have any specific permissions. It's just got all permissions and vanish. Those are just the presets for it. But this, I'm not sure if it's got any of the normal ones. But something I've been meaning to change. But I gave it a node, that way it does not need this. Crud pop-ups. Anyways, didn't actually load anything. But I gave them the node, so I didn't actually have to put this permission, because I was doing it all in game at the time. But you set this to true, and it'll allow them to build without giving them the essentials.build asterisk, because that is another permission you have to use sometimes. Like, all the other ones, like, I think owner's the only one with, like, permissions to build. I didn't go in here and do all of this, because they're ops, so they can build no matter what. Yeah, I don't even know why I didn't do this. Because it'll say you cannot interact with blocks unless I gave that first permission. But anyways, so besides this, me just going in here and fixing this. Seriously. Okay, so you have all of your ranks in here. Huge rank file. It can be as large as how many ranks you have. But here is my prefix for it. It says admin in black, like parentheses, or no, black brackets, bold black brackets, and then right here it says admin in gray, in dark gray, bold letters. And if I want to make it so it's italicized, I just put and O. Now it's italicized. Anyways, so here's the VIP, which Oh, I was confused by that for a second. Okay, so we are back. Sorry about that. I'm not sure exactly where it cut off, but we have all of the prefixes. I'm not sure where it cut me off at, but I forgot Bandicam does have a 10-minute limit, which I exceeded actually, surprisingly, because I've been using Fraps for a while. I got it right here, my Fraps. Yeah, it's a lot better because it does not have a time limit. And so yeah, that is pretty much it for this. So you have all your permissions here. You can do it in-game, you can do it out-of-game. Like, I'll show you guys how to do it in-game, because I have my game itself open. It's probably gonna lag like crap, though. Here's my server. Here's the IP. Then there's another server. This one, actually, is going. The kid changed it to this server. Yeah, he changed servers because he used the same host as me now, because it was like half the price for double the server. Anyway, so here we go. It's going to be a bit weird for me. So in-game, as I showed before, you can just do man-g-add, man-u-add, and it gives you help if you just put the original thing. But, like, the portal permissions, as I had, the multiverse.portals.use, whatever it was, that allows you to use these. And this is actually a sneak peek at the server. Probably shouldn't be showing you guys this. But this is a sneak peek because last one. Oh yeah, we're sticking with the faction, sticking with the block hunt. Nope. 10 minutes later, after it was up, I'm like, I think we should change it to. I think we should just change it to minigames because that's more popular. He's like, we just made a server review. Anyways, so yeah, he's off at drum lessons, so he can't be in a video right now. I'm like, I need to get a video out. So I've been wanting to do this for a while, but here's all of this. And yeah, that has been it for today. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. It is truly appreciated. I would show you guys like some of the other stuff, but I don't really have time for that in this video. I don't want it to exceed more time than you want to go on. But yeah, there's my stupid pop-ups. Hate pop-ups. Always in front of the video. But anyways, so remember to like, subscribe, and comment. It's really helpful. I will have I'll have Herox channel link in the description. I'll have the server link, like the website link. I will have the server IP, any other useful information in the description below. But anyways, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and yes, that's pretty much it. We started this off. This is the survival games. We didn't actually make any arenas yet. We got like one started. I'm lagging a little bit. But anyways, that's been it for today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, see you next time. See ya.